So today we are actually headed to the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the things that I use for my epoxy crafts. Plus, we're going to go check out their Crafter Square and see if they got anything else new. So hang in there with me, guys. If you're new to my channel, my name is Amy and I am the owner of Little Deers Designs Co. on here. It's actually LLC. But if you guys would do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't, and let's go take this adventure together. Everything's $1. Come on. Nope. So weird. This is what being vaccinated smells like. Okay, everybody, here we are at the Dollar Tree. Yay! I am actually just waiting right now for my mom to grab us a cart. And I have to stop really quick before I show you guys some of the items that I use for epoxying tumblers and doing crafts. I do really quickly have to just grab some stuff for my kids. So here's me just waiting and browsing and waiting. You know how it is when you walk into the Dollar Tree. You have, I'm gonna get this, but then it's like, oh, shiny, that's pretty, I need that. So here's what they have in stock for goggles and inner tubes for the kids and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that, and then I am going to get into the actual video here. So first things first on my list was flowers. So you can get all these different kinds of flowers for $1 a piece. And I use them when taking pictures. I just cut the stems off and I lay them next to the cups. And the fun thing about them, other than being just $1, is the variety that they have, and they also switch with the season. So you'll get like the Christmas ones and everything towards Christmas, more red and white ones towards Valentine's Day, and so on and so on. And one of the places that I always stop at first when I go is the party section. You can get so much stuff down here, table covers if you want to put it over the area that you're using to epoxy in. Well, they have birthday stuff if you want to throw a party. Yay, you could be a birthday princess. But the reason that I am over here is because I need to pick up some wrapping paper, which I have started to use under the area that I'm recording at, and also to catch some of the excess glitter. You can also find trays here to catch glitter. There is also spoons and stuff, like I said, disposable spoons that you can use for sprinkling glitter. And then underneath they usually have some form of like ice buckets or items like that that are very, very helpful in storing your alcohol inks. That's what I have and what I use. Alright, now that we are over here by the gift wrapping section, I'm just going to go ahead and look through and see which ones I might actually pick up this time. Last time I got some things that had some clouds on them and they were super duper cute. Here's that ice bucket I was talking about. Don't worry, I will show you all of them as soon as we are done when I do the haul at the end. I think the hardest part about going to the Dollar Tree is actually leaving stuff behind. Like, I know I don't need 17 rolls of this, but I would buy 17 rolls probably. Self-control, I has none. They also have various designs of tissue paper, and they also have this gift ribbon. Now, I use these gift ribbons to tie off the top of the tool when I am packaging, but you do not have to do that if you don't want to, but that is an option. Okay, moving on. Ooh, there's even more stuff. Gotta love this store. I really do love this store. But anyway, they have these adorable little caddies right here, which you could use to hold your brushes or any of the tools, your Cricut tools, Silhouette tools, whichever machine you use. Keep those readily available. And guys, they're $1. Seriously, $1. And in typical mom fashion, I really quickly have to just grab some things for my children. So here at this Dollar Tree, they do have what they call the expanded crafters square. So you can get these kinds of extra paintable wood things. Now, I don't really do wood crafts, but if you're looking for something like that, you can get some of that here. Now, one of the ways that I do take my photos is I use a backdrop that I created out of 2 foam boards. However, I want to change my backdrop, so today we will be picking up 2 additional foam boards. And again, I will show you guys at the end of this video how I do in fact use those. And then of course you have pens and pencils and a few other items, but one thing I suggest that you grab are these sticky notes. These sticky notes will come in handy when you are trying to put names inside of cups when you're working on multiple cups, so you don't forget whose is whose. And then you can also pick up scissors. They have a pair of pliers, all that kind of general office stuff. If you're looking for those, you can go ahead and pick them up here as well. I did need rubber bands on my list of things that I needed, and then I will show you something cool that we found. So these are actually glitter paper. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these off and take one home with me, and I will see if it works or not, guys, and for sure let you know. I'm not sure if it's even adhesive or not. We'll check that back at the end of this video once we open everything up, but I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I need. Now they do have packing tape, so that's a good thing. They do have packing, like the saran wrap stuff as well, and then in a second you will see that they have boxes, they have envelopes, they have everything that you could need to ship to. All right, let's go ahead and move on to my favorite section, which is the storage bins. They have lots and lots of them, so if you need to organize, go to Dollar Tree. Why spend more when you don't have to? So I need to pick up a few things from right here. As you can see, they do have Mod Podge, so that would be something you could pick up here as well if you're just starting out. I do need hooks to hang a few things, so those are going to get thrown into the cart right there. And then, of course, we use these so much, so go ahead and grab that. If you needed a utility knife, they have them here as well. I do not. I have enough of them. And as you can see, they have a variety of different kinds of brushes, electrical tape, which I use all the time, and even sanding sponges. So you can definitely get a lot of supplies here. You just have to look around. Okay, and then moving back over here underneath the Mod Podge, like I said, they do have that. They have painter's tape in all different sizes. So if you're looking for ones that are different sizes, they do carry them. They also have duct tape, and we also have stickers. Some of them are rub-ons, so do make sure that you check to make sure that they say sticker so that you don't accidentally take home a rub-on. And then here we have the brush holder. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and need to grab some more of the kid paint brushes because, you know, I have kids and they paint. So go ahead and put those into my cart, and I'm going to move over here and I'm going to show you guys that they now have all these different kinds of acrylic paint. So I'm going to pick up a blue, a white, and a black for my son, but they do, and they're like a pretty good amount in these tubes. They even have little tiny glitters. They have these adorable little application bottles, which is what I store my Quick Coat in. And then, like I said, they even have fabric paint right here if you're into that. And then brushes, lots and lots of brushes. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some for myself, but they have small ones, bigger ones, just any kind that you could possibly need. I do believe they have here. They even have Aleene's glue, the tacky glue, which is different from Tack It. Just so you know, totally different from Tack It. They have spatulas that you can throw away. They have an embossing tool. They have so much stuff. Like, I was shocked as to how much stuff they now have in this big expanded section. They do also have the craft knife set that comes with various blades for cutting different things. So if you need one of those, they have them here. They have glue sticks as well. They have finger protectors, so you can protect your fingers. Not to be used as gloves or anything like that, but I did want to show you guys down here towards the bottom, they actually have felt and fabric. So I did go ahead and pick up a few of these. I definitely went for the mermaid. I picked up 2 of the mermaid, and I don't know if I got 1 or 2 of the lemons, but I know that I grabbed at least 1. No, I did get 2. Yay. So we're gonna throw those into the cart because these are great for fabric tumblers. Now, if you guys have watched my tutorial about the textured dragon scale tumbler, here's where you could pick up some very cheap scrunchies. I will go ahead and link that above here, just in case you guys are wondering what I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and grab us one of these lighters. These are great for torching to make sure we get air bubbles out and everything. And then definitely take a look at the wall decals that they have. They were very, very, very slim pickings in my store, but sometimes they have great things that you can add onto your cups as well. Get creative, but definitely look for those. Sometimes they're hanging in weird places, so just make sure you look around. And then these are actually acrylic storage. I used to use these for my water slides, but now I have a different way to store them, but it was great when I first started, and those are only $1. Some people use these to store all of their alcohol inks as well. Those are usually hiding in the bottom shelf under things, so just make sure that you take a look at the lower parts and the upper part, because I walked through twice and totally missed one thing that I was looking for because I had it looked up. And we're gonna go ahead and grab us a spray bottle, some of this floral foam, which if you do not do pens, you don't really need this, but that's for anybody who does pens. I can show you a little trick to getting them to stand up while they are drying. And right here you have some other things like colored sand. They have this tiny seashells. If you're looking to do the faux tops, Dollar Tree has you covered. In the first aid section, they usually have these little 10 packs of nitrile gloves. They also have latex gloves and something else kind of all over the store. So if you're in a pinch or just starting, go ahead and grab some of those to try out. And then I need some Q-tips. Always have to have Q-tips on hand, right? And then the beauty section. All right, so here we are going to grab a few items. For sure, every time I come here, they go in my cart. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And one of those items is this, they call it a face mask applicator. I use this for my epoxy, and I also use it for water slides. It is a great squeegee to get that stuff out. So that is a must-have. I always pick up 2 when I come in. And then down here is some baby wipes. Grab a pack of those because for some reason baby wipes are like a miracle worker when it comes to epoxy. Epoxy hates baby wipes. And the next thing that we are going to go ahead and grab, if you were to need them, I have some already, so I don't need them, but they have some great tweezers. They have different sizes, so go ahead and look and see if you need those. I'm not going to pick them up today because I have a ton, but what I do always pick up are cosmetic wedges. I use these for alcohol ink blotting. They're very quick and easy to throw away, and then I get these brushes because they're amazing. So I always pick up 3 when I head in. I highly suggest you grab them and give them a try. They're way cheaper than like Target. And one other thing that I absolutely love, and they're not always in stock, but when they are, I make sure that I grab one, are these flat brushes right here. They're freaking amazing. It's called a contour brush, but because it is a flat top, it's really, really good at brushing off the glitter off of, if you're doing like a lined tumbler and you need to brush off the excess glitter. So I do use that for that. And one of the other things that we are going to pick up today is loose eyeshadow. This can be used as a mica powder. Basically it's the same thing as mica powder. So if you find a color that you don't have, which I did, I found the purple that I didn't have, so I had to dig for it. Go ahead and give these a try. I do only need the one, but I did want to show you that there was more options, and I did get this, which is part of something coming soon. I will explain that later. Now let's head on over to the section of tools. Now they have these awesome little toolboxes, which are great for putting your tools in. You can store so much stuff in them, and they're adorable, and they're only $1. Right next to those, they also have these levels, which are amazing when you're trying to get your cups straight to have on hand. They also have some of these microfiber towels, which are great for now. They're lint free, so they do not leave any kind of residue behind. Right next to the toolbox, you also have a little container that will store beads or anything if you're adding embellishments to stuff. Just take a look. You would be amazed at some of the stuff that you can actually use from this store for tumbler making. For example, some of the things that I have to catch my glitters are actually cat litter pans from the Dollar Tree. I also have the ones that I got from Target's Dollar Spot just around back to school time, but those were $3 a piece, guys, and they're way smaller. Something else you can never have enough of is paper towels. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a roll of paper towels from here. Now, my only suggestion is you find the one that has the most paper towels. Why? Because they're $1 no matter what size you get. So grab the one that has the more sheets in it. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And the next place that we're going to head to is the food storage section. Now there's lots of different varieties and sizes and shapes and whatever else you could possibly imagine over here. But first thing that I wanted to show you is I use these kinds of cake pans to stick underneath my turners sometimes if I'm doing like alcohol inks or something where I know I'm going to lose some epoxy. That way it doesn't get all over my table. You can buy them single. You could buy ones that are like 4 to a pack. You just got to look around, but they are great for catching the epoxy. So you do not have to worry about it getting everywhere. And then I always get my bigger containers from here. The one that I get is up top here, and I will show you in just a moment. That is what I keep all of my glitters in. That is my magic mix, is what I call it, because it is whatever is left over or comes off of my tumblers. Who wants to throw that away? I know I don't. So I get this container and I save it all. When you're there, go ahead and check out their placemats. These are amazing to put under your workstation. So I did go ahead and grab a few of those. And they also have various different sizes of glass storage, if that is like the option and the route that you want to go. They actually do have some really cute ones that would be adorable for storing glitter. And then over here, one of my must-haves is wax paper. What did I just say? Must-haves? Wax paper. So I grabbed that, and also a parchment paper if you would like to. And inevitably, we will all have to strip a tumbler or two at some point. So go ahead and pick up some aluminum foil here because it's cheaper. Then this is just a little thing that I store my brushes in. You don't have to. It's like for silverware and stuff. But, you know, you just gotta think outside the box when you're in there. What can I use these Dollar Tree supplies for? Here's some more gloves, which I quickly put up there, but you missed it. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these silicone spatulas for stirring bigger batches. And I wanted to show you that these shower curtains can also be put on your table. And let's go ahead and grab some of these baby spoons and a baby brush. And I did forget the first time to show you guys that they do have double-sided tape here, which is amazing. And this is where I was saying that I use these for my backdrop. I just go ahead and attach these to my foam board. They have different kinds, like this one right here, none of which I needed, so I will have to hit a different Dollar Tree, but that's okay. Not a bad trip. I got all this. And then my mom has this little tiny amount. Ignore this. It's the back of my husband's thing. He's an outdoorsman. There's stuff everywhere. So I'm going to go home, show you guys what I got and what I'm going to be using for my tumbler business. Check 1 2, mic check. Mic check 1 2, mic check, mic check. All right, anyways, so we are gonna go through the items that we purchased. Sorry, my coffee went down the wrong way. So we picked up a bottle brush. These are really good for cleaning out your tumblers once you have completed them before you send them off to the customer. Like I showed you, these were also only $1. These are a 6-pack of sponge brushes. You can get these individual at some places for about 25 cents. So you do get a better deal if you get them there. So that is those. This, which is Intense Shimmer. This is liquid. It's not liquid. Shh. This is a powdered loose eyeshadow, which if anybody knows, that's basically mica. This one is the Grape Jelly. I have a bunch of other ones that I use. I love them. So this is only $1. You can use this. Obviously everything's only $1. And then wax paper. I use wax paper sometimes most of the time actually, when I am doing my glittering, and then when I need to take it and like squish down my chunky glitter, that is what I use this for. So that again is only $1. Then we got this, which is floral foam. You can get this in circles or whatever. I'm gonna put it in my thing, and then literally I take my dowel rods that I have my pens on, and I just jam little holes in, and then this holds it after I glitter them. So they have a little spot. So like I said, if you are not doing pens of any kind, you don't really need this, but I have seen people use this where they squeeze it and then they use it to put on water bottles or something that they need oddly shaped items that they need to hold on to their turner. All right, and this you saw, this is just for my husband. And then we got these. I put these underneath my turners. They tend to, they're not like silicone where it would peel off completely, but it does peel off pretty easy if you go like that, but they do wear out quickly. But for $1, not only are they pretty to look at when you are doing your stuff or videoing, they are also very, very handy. And I did get one of these, another one somewhere, to put under my pool ladder. Little trick.
Little trick my dad taught me.
Put under your pool ladder on the ground inside the pool so it doesn't rub when your kids get in and out. So, and then you guys saw that I grabbed this silicone brush cleaner. This is for something that I have coming up. But again, you could use this as a brush cleaner. This again goes with something else that I have up. This is Bolero Speth. Then we got the Crafters Square Pencil Brush Organizer. This thing is amazing. I already have one. It does have 49 holes. Keeps your brushes and art tools handy. I use it for the brushes when I'm drying them. So I use it as a drying rack. And then we picked up these two things, which are silicone spatulas. These are great for mixing big batches so you don't introduce too much air. And they were only $1. Just have to make sure you wipe them off with a baby wipe when you're finished. And then this one is a contour brush. Like I think I mentioned in the video before, but if not, the contour brushes, I use these if I'm doing like a striped tumbler or something, just to remove the extra from the next row of tape that I'm going to be using, because it is just the perfect size contour brush. And then I did end up getting 3 of these. There's only 2 here right now, but I got 3 of these contour brushes as well. These I use for Mod Podge or paints. All right, and then we picked up a lighter. Obviously, you guys know this is for popping bubbles in your epoxy. You can use a heat gun, you can use this. Just be careful when you're doing it on your mold. You're technically not supposed to heat up your mold. We've got some self-adhesive hooks. This holds up to 3 pounds each. These I'm going to put along the front of my workbench to hold my masks. I do have multiple ones. I have a full respirator and then the partial respirator. So that is what those are for. Q-tips. Not only do you need them to clean your ears so you ain't got nasties hanging out in there, but you also need them for sometimes getting things off of your cup, little tiny spots, especially if you're doing like the power wash and you need precise spots to remove it with the alcohol. Q-tips are good. And then we have these 3 are the ones that I went with. So these will be, you'll see in the backgrounds of some of my stuff when I'm glittering. So I got this one. You don't need these, but these are just, I went for them, so I'm showing you. I got this design, and then I got this fun star design. So this is a fun way to catch your extra stuff and still make it pretty. You don't have to, again. Each of those were obviously $1. Saw this. This is my Surefresh container. This thing is, I mean, it's big in comparison to my hand. And this is what I store my magic glitter in, or my magic mix is what I call it. It's all my, people call it dumb glitter, but that is what that's for. And I got this, I already have one. This is an ice bucket at the store, but in my world, I use it to hold my alcohol inks. You could use this to hold anything, obviously, but I use it for my alcohol ink so I can see which ones I need and where. And then you guys saw these. These are only $1. This is craft fabric. It is a 20 by 21 foot. I will go ahead and open it. No, I'm not going to open it. 20 by 20, I said foot. 20 inch by 21 inch. And it is 100% cotton. I know some people prefer the Lycra, but I use both. And for $1 for that much, I will use it. Thank you. So I got 2 of the lemon ones. I got 1 of the flower, just because it was really cute and I'm obsessed with pink. And then I got 2 of the mermaid scales. I picked up some rubber bands. These come in handy for a lot of different things. For example, if you are doing if you are doing pens, you can use them to hold your pens onto your turner. And then you can also make a cup out of rubber bands. Pretty cool, but you can do it. So rubber bands are always a must. And then I always get these little sticky notes because when I'm working on cups, sometimes you forget whose is whose. So I actually take this, stick it on the inside, and it tells me what the cup needs to be, who the cup is for, and the date that it needs to be done by. So these are super duper handy. And paper towels, I mean, these speak for themselves. Paper towels are paper towels. So this is a brush set. It has an acrylic handle. Here's what they look like at the top. They're all different sizes. There's more over there. There you go. So this was a 7-piece for $1. Now I'm not sure about the quality on these ones because I haven't used them, but they're not bad, especially if you're just using them for acrylic paint. You're going to glitter over top of them. This is the one that I actually use. The size is the one that I actually use when I am doing the hand-painted tie-dye. Words, Aim. All right. And then we got deodorant so we don't stink. And then we got some cosmic wedges. I use these ones, which are not as great. The reason I pick them up at the Dollar Tree is because you go through them so fast, but these are great for alcohol inks. So grab them, you will not regret it. And then these are the spoons that I picked up. I use these for drizzling the glitter onto my tumbler if I am glittering while it's on the tumbler and you're trying to do that perfect little swirl line. So pick up baby spoons for that. These are easy to wipe off. Then I got a spray bottle. You can use this for your rubbing alcohol to spritz on if you're looking for the watercolor effect, or to just spray your stuff on to a paper towel. And then I picked up 2 of these, which are the silicone facial mask applicators, but we use these to put on water slides, and also you can use them for rubbing on the epoxy. And of course, baby wipes. Everybody knows baby wipes, right? Now, they don't have to be paraben-free, alcohol-free, chlorine-free, but these are the ones that I grabbed because I was there. So baby wipes, very sparkly. So this is glitter paper. I wonder if they're all the same color. Let's open it because I've never seen this before. This was a find. This was a find for us. The same time that you guys saw it, I saw it. So it's all pink. That's cool. Do we know if it's sticker? I can't find out. It is. It is adhesive. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so these are a 3-pack of shiny, beautiful, a 3-pack of, what's it called? Glitter paper. And it is, in fact, adhesive. We got flowers. Like I said, all you have to do with these is seriously pop the top off like this. And then you can put them next to your tumblers like this. when you are taking pictures. These, like I said, you can pop them off, you can pop them back on to store them, or you can leave them off. But I just get random ones when I go in because they're pretty and they make really good additions to your photo. And then here, this thing is a cat litter pan. This is what I like. Let's say this is my tumbler. If I have to glitter over it, I usually will have paper in here and I will glitter over so that nothing falls out, and then you can take the paper out and dump it back in. So this is usually, I use this when I'm inside using Mod Podge, but it's just a cat litter pan. But that's it, guys. Oh, and you know what? Also what I got is this foam board and another foam board so that I can use, or I can make my photo thing. Okay, so here is the container that I used, and this is actually that sticker paper attached to it. So it does actually work really, really well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope some of these items will actually help you. Again, there's many, many more. I just did not have all of them at that one Dollar Tree. You guys know how it is. Dollar Trees have a tendency to have different things at different times. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please go ahead and hit the like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.